Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz. Hey, Margie here. Welcome back to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. I am really glad that you're here. This is episode 51. Which feels kind of surreal. Not because the number, but really looking back of the person I have become in those 50 episodes. It's just mind-blowing. God is so good. I wrote this episode while walking on the beach Sunday morning. And I want to be really honest with you. I woke up feeling really sad that day. And that kind of surprised me because on paper, I've been doing all the right things. I've been working my butt off to create a life that actually works. A life that's more aligned with who we are as a family, what we value, and what God is calling us into. We made a huge decision recently to downsize. That was totally from God. We walked away from a beautiful home we were remodeling because financially, it just wasn't aligned anymore. And even though it was the right decision, freedom decisions still come with grief. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 22:7, the borrower is slave to the lender. And choosing freedom meant choosing discomfort for a season. So here we are, a new place, still settling, still imperfect. And honestly, I was kind of hoping things would feel more together by now. But life doesn't wait for perfect timing. And Saturday really brought that home for me. We were moving my youngest back to college. It was a long day. We were tired. We were hangry, but we were still pushing through. Big no-no, right? At one point, my poor husband was on his hands and knees scrubbing the dorm room floor. And by the end of the day, emotions were high and the patience was running low. What started as a disagreement turned really ugly. Nothing catastrophic, but enough to really stop me in my tracks. I wasn't showing up as the woman I want to be or the woman I am called to be. Not because I don't love my family, not because I don't have the tools, but because I was overtired, underfueled, and off my routines. And that's the lesson I want to share with you today. When life gets busy, especially when life gets stressful, your routines are not optionals. They're not luxuries, and they're not nice to have. They are what keep you anchored in who God is shaping you to be. Listen, I know this is true. And yet, when life ramps up, those often are the first things we drop. There's a quote I love to come back to again and again. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, "You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." And I would add, our systems are how we steward what God has entrusted to us. When my system sleeps, and what does that mean? I don't get enough sleep, I'm not eating right, my prayer life may be a little off, I'm not moving enough, everything just feels harder. I'm more reactive, I'm definitely less patient, and I'm less grounded. And it's not because I don't love God, not because I don't have faith, it's because I'm human. God did not design us to run on fumes and call it holiness. He designed rhythms, rest, and order. There's a verse that has been speaking to me so loudly in this season. Jesus was here on earth and he said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled and do not be afraid." That is written in John 14:27. I love this because Jesus isn't saying, one day you'll have peace. He's saying, I already gave it to you. See, my friend, peace is a gift, but chaos is often a choice. I've had to admit gently and honestly that a lot of the chaos in my life sure was not coming from God. It's been coming from me, holding on to too much. Preparing our house to sell was really eye-opening. The amount of stuff we have honestly shocked me. We'd only been there for 4 years. The closets were full, the cabinets and the garage. Oh my goodness, the garage. Whew, that was painful. And as we decluttered, something became very clear. I was not living fully congruent with what I say I value. I value generosity, but felt stretched. I value freedom, but I felt burdened. I value simplicity, but live surrounded by excess. The lack of congruence creates noise, it creates stress, and it steals peace. And listen, this isn't about not having nice things. Trust me, I like nice things. But when our things start owning us, when maintenance replaces meaning, when debt, distraction, and excess keep us from saying yes to God, that's not abundance. That's bondage. That's how I was feeling. So let me give you something practical so you can choose peace when life feels heavy. Here are your 3 steps. Step 1, wake up. Notice where you're creating chaos. Ask yourself, where does my life feel heavy? What am I holding on to out of fear instead of faith? Where am I out of alignment with who I'm becoming? This isn't about shame. It's about awareness. Step number 2, you're going to pray up. Receive the peace already given. Pray, Jesus, help me live from the peace you already gave me. Show me what needs to go and give me the courage to release it. You don't need perfect prayers. You need surrendered ones. And step 3, boss up. Choose one anchoring action. Not 10 things, just one. Maybe he's going to bed earlier tonight. Maybe he's eating a real meal. We were eating out for like 6 weeks. It's terrible. Maybe he's decluttering one drawer. Resetting a simple morning routine. Bossing up doesn't mean doing more. It means doing what keeps you aligned. Friend, peace is not found in perfection. It's found in alignment. And I believe with everything in me that when women choose peace, they hear God more clearly. And women who hear God clearly don't stay on the sidelines. They change your families. They change your communities. They change the world. If this episode spoke to you, stay close. This coming up year, I'm going to be sharing more about routines, about peace, about health, about calling. And yes, my coaching membership will be opening again soon. For now, just take a breath. Choose peace and trust that God is leading you, even when it feels uncomfortable. Until next time, wake up, pray up, and boss up every day. God bless. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.